Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Oh, I really enjoy this time when we can say kia ora and welcome to the program. Karl Webber, how are you, my friend?
Hey, kia ora, John. Very well, thank you.
Great stuff. What's happening on the island these days? I imagine that you've been spying Matariki recently.
Yeah, absolutely. So the island's reasonably quiet this time of the year with winter, but we've had a beautiful weekend. And yeah, Matariki, so Matariki's risen, and I think we've just finished the official Matariki now, and we're coming into Te Matahi or Te Tau, which is the official start of our new year.
Wow. Okay. What's your view on the move that I think are being pushed in quite a few circles, some of them political as well, of having an official holiday for Matariki?
Yeah, absolutely love it. I think, so one of the things I've been looking at with a couple of locals is putting on a Kapiti Day.
Wow.
Whether we kick it this year, I think we may have missed it, but the idea is that we celebrate Matariki rising in June. And then June was our Waitangi Day, so for the Kapiti Coast, our treaty was signed in June, so it kind of aligns with Queen's birthday, which is quite ironic. Yeah, and then we have our Matariki, and we also have our Treaty Day here, and for me it would be quite nice to see a Matariki celebration in the country, and how cool would it be if Kapiti Coast led that with the Kapiti Day?
Fantastic. Hey, I'm in for that. Let us know what we can do here at Beach FM, mate. I'm pretty sure we'd sign on and beat the drum as loudly as we possibly could. Now,
absolutely.
How's your photography going?
Yeah, it's going, well, actually it's going a bit slow at the moment. I found myself tied up with quite a few little things, and I haven't been posting a lot of pictures up, you'll notice.
I'm missing them, mate.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll get on them tomorrow, actually. So, but so a couple of exciting things. What I am going to have a look at over winter is doing a couple of really simple, short workshops of how to edit photos.
Great.
So I guess my secret is I'm no different from anyone else, but I just do a few little simple edits on free editing stuff on my computer.
Oh,
I really like.
So you're not into the Photoshop, you've got some free editing tools that you can do a similar job in.
Yeah, absolutely, John. So I've gone back to using a smartphone, and I use free editing stuff, so I just try and make it really simple so everyone can do it. And we will do a couple of little gold coin sort of workshops at the Kapiti Boating Club, hopefully through the winter. And yeah.
So all those beautiful photographs that you take, are they taken on a phone?
Most of them are now.
Gee.
Yeah. I have used a few different sort of smartphones and also smaller cameras. I love using a variety of cameras. Even those $50 digitals that people like to throw out, they're fantastic.
Amazing, isn't it? Amazing what you can do. Well, you are an artist with a lens, that's for sure. Have you got any new gear coming to aid you in your photography?
I have. It's actually really exciting. So a mate of mine, kia ora Martin Halliday, shouted me a new gimbal. So what I'm going to do is it sort of holds your camera level when you're doing filming.
Yes.
So the idea is I'm going to have to put my hand at a little bit of trying out some videography, and that's again using the smartphone. What I'd really like to do is pull off a little Kapiti tour. So go around in my boat, do a tour around Kapiti Island, and video that, and then put it onto a DVD, and then we can give that to people to get a bit of a tour around the island.
Great. I believe that you are getting into some more sort of canoe-type tours around the island.
Yeah, we've got my cousin Perry Hakadai. So Perry's he's been doing the Holopuni sailing waka. They've been built now in Fielding, and I think he's sold about 4 of those. Have gone to Hawaii now. But yeah, first ones built and launched were here in Kapiti. And then Te Wera, Hinari, one of our whānau in Otaki, he's just, I think he's just in the process of purchasing one, and he'll be doing some on-water tours with his holopuni. And we'll also probably see more of the waka ama from Otaki and also down from Whitireia popping up around Kapiti Island over this summer.
How wonderful.
So, yeah, a lot sort of very keen to have a presence on the water here in the future, so we're going to see a bit more of that happening.
How many people could a waka ama accommodate?
So Perry's Holopuni, they're like 3 to 4 people, open ocean fast sailing waka. The standard 6 paddler, or they put them together, you get 12, so you got sort of 6 and 12s. And then they have the single and double paddling waka as well.
Crikey. And would you take that on the other side of Kapiti Island as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Wow.
Yep, Cook Strait crossing, no problem.
Gee.
Yeah.
Now, that would be an experience, wouldn't it? Go across the strait in a waka ama.
Yeah, it'd be great to have a few of those kicking over the strait. I think there is some plans to have some regatta, some sailing regatta going around the three little islands and also around Kapiti this next summer with some waka ama and also with holopuni.
Oh, that sounds magnificent. Karl, I rudely interrupted you before. You were you're telling me about the other stuff that you're getting into.
Yeah, okay, John. So what have we got? So we've got on-water tours with Kapiti Eco. I'm going to be starting to do some guiding with Glenn and Vicky Cooper. So we've had this big discussion about sort of the gateway, and then we've had biosecurity checks for Kapiti Island. And The thing is that Kapiti Island's kind of done it. It's pretty much static, and the growth potential for me is on-water tours and showing people around Kapiti, having a look at the whales and dolphins and seals and some of the history that we have. So we've got that one happening. The Kapiti Boating Club, they've just gone through we've just had a big refurbish inside, so that's looking fantastic. So if anybody wants to come down and check that out on a Friday night, we're keen as to get some new social club members in and get people to have a look at the venue, which is really good for corporate bookings. What else have we got going on? Team Medical, we just did a blessing this week of their new facility, and it's fantastic, John.
I'm told there's a whole lot of new facilities and new treatments that are being made available through the new Team Medical.
Oh, absolutely. I was just blown away. We went in to do the blessing, and we went to this walk, and it was like, oh my gosh, there's like 30-odd rooms. They've got surgery rooms. They've got rooms for travelling doctors, all sorts of stuff in there. So, that was really cool to be part of that.
Excellent.
What else? Whale Song, that's plodding along really well. Marco Zeman and his team.
Oh, what an exciting project that one is. I just cannot wait to see those big bronze or brass. They are bronze whales, aren't they, or brass?
I believe they're bronze.
I think they are, yes. So we'll go with that theory anyway. I just can't wait to see them floating over the landscape. Just before you go, Karl, you mentioned that Kapiti Island is static. Is that because of the cap on the number of tourists that can go to the island?
Yeah, to some degree. I think there's scope for growth. I think the total number was 58,000. They're about 15,000 now. I think the 10 to 15,000 visitors that we have now, the two charter boats, it keeps them pretty busy. I can't see that they'd pick up too much more.
Yes.
The daily numbers limits are quite often met, and I don't think DOC have got much. They haven't got any plans to increase those numbers. And then the North End operation, we've got a private operation up there. So they have a limited number that they're allowed to use, and I know the landowners, well, I'm one of the landowners, so there's no expectation that the private company will increase its numbers either.
Right.
So we'll probably won't, in my opinion, we won't see a lot of change there. I'm quite optimistic about tourism here in New Zealand. I think that say for locally us, the 20 to 30% of international visitors that we lose, I think we've probably got the propensity to get more than that from local people from New Zealand who want to go travelling and aren't going to. So on water I think is probably a good one. And what I'd really like to see is a lot of our local boys doing some small on water sort of businesses. Support anybody who wants to get up and set up a boat and sort of do some snorkeling or diving or fishing or chartering around. Yeah.
Oh, mate, this is exciting.
It's an exciting time for the Kapiti Coast, John. Really is. It's going to be a bit messy, but I think it's exciting if you can look past the mess.
Well, you've got to make an omelette. You've got to break some eggs, haven't you? As they say. So a bit of mess is important every now and again, as long as we're moving forward. And I get the impression we are, and you're one of the prime movers, my friend. It's just a delight to have you here on Beach FM. Thank you so much for your company, Karl Webber.
Always cool. Thanks, John. Kia ora.
106.3 Beach FM.